Hey guys, my name is Luis, or Caffeine and Misery, and today I'm going to be talking about probably my favorite deck to get brand new upgrades and a new life to come out of the brand new Knights of Rebirth, the brand new set 8 for Vanguard Standard. That being the Sylvan-Horned Beast Emperor Magnolia Patriarch. Magnolia got a brand new grade 3 Vanguard that isn't a mask. I am so excited. But let's go ahead and go through the list. For the ride line, I am using the intended ride line, the new Magnolia ride line from set 1 of Divines. That being the Blossoming Flowers Sylvan-Horned Beast Charis, who was rode upon by a Sylvan-Horned Beast. You can check the top 3 cards of your deck, pick a grade 2 or less normal unit and call it, and discard the rest. And if you don't discard the rest, they go to the bottom of the deck. The grades 2, Mercy Sylvan-Horned Beast Lattice, who once rode upon by a grade 3 Magnolia. You can Soul Blast 1, pick a grade 3 or greater card from drop or normal order, and put it back to hand. And during your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Magnolia, it gets 5k on Rearguard Circle. And then, lastly, the brand new Vanguard, my beloved Sylvan-Horned Beast Emperor Magnolia Patriarch, has the ability that when it's placed on Vanguard Circle, you can pick a Sylvan-Horned Beast from drop and call it. Along with that, as a continuous, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, your rear guards can intercept from the back row and get 5k power. And if you Persona Road, she gets drive +1. Along with that, for counterblast 1, you can pick the same number of rear guards as your opponent's Vanguard's grade, and they all get this unit can attack in the back row for the turn. Now for the rest of my list. I'm going to make a quick note here. I couldn't find my cereals when putting this list together. I could have sworn they were in my binder. But I'm obviously on 3 Persona rides. That's the only grade 3 in the list. The majority of the deck is going to be grade 2s. Why? Mainly for the Sylvan-Horned Beast Alpin, who when it attacks a Vanguard, if you have a Magnolia, they get 5k for every 2 grade 2 or greater units you have, and as long as it gets at least 10k, you can bind at the end of the battle to countercharge 1, soul charge 1. That is your main resource engine, that's your main resource looper. Along with that, I'm on the classic, the original Dress Set 1 triple rare, the Sylvan-Horned Beast Gianazla. Still a great card, because when it attacks in the back row, you can counterblast 1, pick another one of your rear guards, and give its power to it. Simple, clean, and easy. Along with that, I'm on 3 copies of the brand new Sylvan-Horned Beast Commandant, which has the ability that from the drop zone, when your grade 3 or greater Magnolia is placed onto Vanguard Circle, you can do either one of these skills. Either call it from Rearguard Circle and give it an additional 5k if you don't have one of them out, or put it to Soul and reduce the cost of your Vanguard's ability by 1 counterblast. So this lets you conserve your counterblast to use for your Gianazlas and some of the other cards we will be getting into. Also gives you Soul to use. That will be very important for some of the cards we will be showing off in a little bit. I'm also on 3 copies of the Sylvan-Horned Beast Voldiar, who, when it attacks either a grade 3 or greater Magnolia, your opponent can't intercept and it gains 5k. On that, at the end of the turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Magnolia, and at least 1 unit attacked in the back row, you can put it to Soul to draw a card. Again, giving you more Soul, you're going to have the ability to recycle a good bit, especially on Persona Ride turns. Why am I saying that? For Persona Ride turns specifically? It's because I'm on 4 copies of Sea Rumble Brave Shooter, the Gun Cycler. So when it's discarded for ride or put on Guardian Circle, you can Energy Blast 3 or Counter Blast 1 to draw a card. And during the turn you Persona Ride, when it's placed on Rearguard Circle, you can pay the same cost, either one, and pick a grade 2 or lower normal unit with a different name from it and without Sentinel, and put it to hand or just guard a card. You can also pick an order. So that lets you get some of your main pieces you want. And you have a couple of free discards in the deck. You have this little, I think it's like a squirrel lemur creature. And we have another really big discard that we'll get to later. But along with that, I'm on 4 copies of Sea Rainbow Dragon, I'm not saying that name, which is the Pride Cycler. When it attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, it gets 5k, and when it's discarded to ride or placed on Rearguard Circle from hand, as long as it wasn't placed by a unit skill, you can reveal you can reveal a card from your ride deck. If it has Persona Ride or you're already on a Vanguard with Persona Ride, you can Soul Blast 1 to get a Persona Shield ticket. Quick refresher for those of you who haven't seen the Persona Shield ticket somehow. It is a Blitz order ticket similar to the Quick Shield back in V, that you can pick a unit being attacked and give it 10k power until in a battle, and you can play up to 2 Blitz orders that battle. Along with that, if your opponent has a crest other than an energy generator, actually gets an extra 5, so it's a total of 15. Moving right along to the grade 1s, we're on the other good discard in the 3rd Cycler playset. That's right, this list is on 12 Cyclers because I couldn't find my Serals. That being the Honest Rendition Cinceret, a brand new Leonorn Magnolia cross support card. That, when it's discarded from hand for ride, you can reveal a grade 3 Leonorn or Magnolia from ride deck if you reveal it, or you have already rode into the grade 3 that turn for Soul Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3, draw 1. And in the drop zone, as long as you have either Vanguard and the opponent's Vanguard is on grade 3 or greater, you can bottom deck it to set one of your rearguard's power, original power, so it will retain any of its additional power increases. You can set their original power to 15k. If you Persona Road, you do 20k instead. This is such a good card. I feel it's better in Magnolia than pure Leonorn Vivace. And one of the biggest reasons I'm saying that is the Sylvan Horned Beast Mayarase, which at the end of the battle that attacked, as long as you have a grade 3 or greater Magnolia, you can Energy Blast 3 to stand it, but it cannot attack for the rest of the turn. This is a grade 1 with boost. This is the only grade 1 rearguard we will be calling because I couldn't find my Serals. Too quickly, for the people who are not familiar with this deck, Seral is a grade 1 unit that on play Soul Blast 1, check the top 5 for Magnolia and add it to hand, and your Magnolia's Persona Rides affect the back row too. And then I'm on 4 perfect cards. For the trigger lineup, I am on 8 critical triggers. I'm on 3 of the guard fronts. I like the additional guard value. You could also be playing the draws in place of this, that way you can pick your back row units, but I feel one of the biggest weaknesses this deck has is the front row doesn't really get a lot of power. Magnolia gives the back row an extra 5k power, so you can use that. So it gets a lot of extra power already on its own, not including the fact that just about everything in this deck gives itself more power. I'm on 4 regular heal triggers. And then for my over trigger, I'm on Source Dragon, Deity of Blessings, Bless Favor, who, when drove check, does all 4 regular triggers. Draw, crit, heal, and front, giving the front row 10k. Draw a heal card, healing you if you are at the regular heal threshold, and giving a unit a critical on top of the draw and plus 100 million for the over trigger. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the list a little bit. Why am I doing this video before I found Serals? Because I like the deck perfectly fine without it. I like having the mass amount of cyclers you have, because you actually have a lot of resources that you're not using really. Yeah. With Commandant, you can reduce Magnolia's ability cost to no counterblast. So your only actual guaranteed counterblast is Giannosla. You don't have any soul blasting, really. So you just have free soul to use to be getting additional guard off of here, or draw while going up. Because two of these units, this little guy and this little guy, they just freely go to soul. Alpin is a countercharger too, so like if you really get hard stuck, you can just countercharge. This deck, the deck's biggest issue is kind of energy and not really. Because everything that has energy cost aside from the attacker that does a boost could be paid with something else that you're not using. I really like this list because you just have so many free resources to throw at the cyclers to get more card advantage, to be getting more guard in hand. But just to quickly go over what I would change, I'd probably, for Serral, drop 2 of this cycler and 1 of this little ocelot dude. Or like, what, lemur, squirrel, I don't know what it is. And the reason I do that is because I like the Persona shield ticket. Off here, you don't have a lot of counterblast in this deck. You can literally be Giannosla. And with all the cyclers, you will see this guy. You can just guard with him. You don't need resources to use this deck. It's really cool, honestly. But that is my list. If you guys liked the list, if you think it was worth talking about, do all the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. I will hopefully be back to updating more frequently now that there's more stuff for me to talk about. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you all next time. Ciao.